Hi boys and girls, welcome to Big Experience 3 for today. We're going to be talking about our science chart again that we talked about just a little earlier, but we're not going to go anywhere cold this time. We're going to go somewhere warm and sandy and dry. So what might we need to bring as we go on this adventure? Do we need a winter coat? No, it's going to be warm. How about sandy and dry? We might want a hat. Or some sunglasses. These are my regular glasses, but I might want some sunglasses. We might want even something to go over our face if it's really sandy so that we don't breathe in all of that sand. But let's visit for just a moment. And I'm going to show you in the picture, in the blue rectangle, we have the picture of the animal that is here in the desert. This is the desert. And this little guy, he's some kind of lizard. He looks like maybe like a bearded dragon. He is sitting on a rock. So in the picture where it's warm and dry, we see that there's a lot of times rocks, maybe sand. I don't see the sand in this picture, but generally it's dry and sandy. And does anyone know what these green plants are growing right here? Those are cactus. Those are plants that don't need a lot of water to survive, and so they live where it's dry and hot. They don't mind the heat, and they don't need a lot of water. And you see there's a tree behind there. So let's talk about this for just a minute in terms of position words. What is behind our lizardy looking friend here? What's behind him? There's a tree behind him. What is to the right of him? What is on his right side? Part of the tree and a cactus, maybe? And what's on his left side? There's a long, skinny cactus on his left side. And maybe in front of him is more of this, what looks like a rock that he is sitting on. So this little guy lives where it's warm and dry. Where do you think the cow lives? If I look at that picture, it still looks warm. There's green grass and beautiful blue sky back here and clouds. He lives on a farm, we know, and it's probably warm there too, looking at the picture. So under him, under the cow is some grass. On the right side of him is a cloud. It's hard to kind of see anything that would maybe be on the left. Some sky maybe. It looks like there's a tree over here on the right. And behind him is maybe a pasture, a place where he goes to eat and enjoy his day. And let's visit one more place on our different places, different faces science poster. Let's look at the forest. I don't know if you can see this, but in front of this deer, there are some leaves and sticks. It looks a little dry. Maybe it's fall, but I do see green behind the deer. There is some green, looks like maybe leaves on a tree. To the right of the deer in the forest, there is a tree trunk. And to the left, there are some more sticks sticking out. So those are all different position words that we use when we're talking about where something is. And it's really neat to look at the different environments that animals live in and all over the world, how the weather and the environment is a little different. When we talk about position words, let's switch now to our math mat and look at this side. We're going to talk about where is it? Where is it on the math mat? And I thought we would use Jesus today to review our position words again. It was fun to talk about it with our animals on our science mat. But let's look at our math mat and let's look at where we can put Jesus. Now, Jesus is everywhere, but we're going to put his picture on our picture of the playground we see here. So if we just look at this picture before we put Jesus in it, and we're looking at position words, I'm going to stand up again. Here is the slide. To the right of the slide, there are some bushes. To the right of the slide, bushes or maybe trees. They look like bushes from here. So that's to the right. To the left of the slide is a swing set. Do you see the swing set to the left of the slide? Right. Behind the swing set is a park bench. Maybe people can sit on that and watch children swinging. So behind the swings is the park bench. And in front of this wooden part, ladder that you would walk up, is the slide. It's in front of the ladder. So you'd walk up the wooden ladder and go down the slide. The slide is in the front, just like our slides at school. Now let's put Jesus a few places and see if we can get this right. Let's put Jesus in front of the swing set. So here's the swing set. I'm going to put Jesus in front of the swing set. Okay. See what I did? Okay, where would I want to move Jesus if I wanted him to go behind the slide? He needs to get behind the slide to go up the ladder. Let's move him over here. And I can't really get him behind the picture for you to see, but here he is lined up. He's going to get right in there and go up the ladder. He's kind of behind the slide. What about if I want to put Jesus to the left of the swing set? That's right. He's over here. He's to the left of the swings. And if I want to put Jesus to the right of the swings, he'd be between the slide and the swings. That's where he'd be. I think it'd be fun if you would find something at your house and put it in some different spots. You could maybe sit at your table and take your favorite toy and put it to the right on the table and to the left on the table, and talk about that with your family. Maybe put it behind you, like the poster, our math mat could go behind me, right? It's behind me now. You can't really see it, but there it is. There it is. And how about in front of me? In front of me. And we do that. We did that all the time when we were lining up. Someone was in front of you, someone was behind you. But some of the hard part is looking at the paper or looking at something and seeing what's on the left and the right. So I want you to practice that at home today. Practice pointing to things that would be on the left and on the right. Okay, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, friends.